And when we want material things or even achieving goals, it's never about the thing. It's always about the value that we're trying to fulfill. And we can start with something very simple, like I want a new car. I want to make 6 figures next year. It can be any of those things that you might consider to be materialistic. It's fine, because there's always a value behind it. Okay. So do you have something in mind? Okay. Do you want to actually say what it is, or do you want to? You don't want to say what it is. Okay. So what word can we use so I can refer to it? Powerpuff. Okay. Oh, good. You're using the quality of creativity. Okay. So Powerpuff. So you want Powerpuff. Okay. And if you have Powerpuff. Oh, by the way, if you have NLP training, it's a good time to turn on your sensory acuity skills. Watch her breathing as we go through this. Her skin tone. You can check breathing. And you can check breathing by how fast she's going to talk, and by her posture. Just be looking for these things. What else? And listen to the words that she leans on. Okay. So you want powder puff, and if you had powder puff, what would that do for you?
I could buy a house in the Bay Area now.
Okay. And if you could buy a house in the Bay Area now, what's important about that?
Well, I know we're supposed to think positive, but the negative, this is a negative thing. It's like I'm tired of dealing with my boyfriend's junk, and we're trying to combine households, and I could just get a bigger house and not have to deal with that.
Okay. So she noticed she kind of went to the opposite of what she wanted, and then she did come back to what she wanted. So you wanted a bigger house so you don't have to deal with that. Mm-hmm. So if you had a bigger house and you didn't have to deal with that, what would that do for you?
I could relax.
Okay, did you see that? Mm-hmm. A little shift she did. And they settled in, and then she said, relax now. Relax is a value, so James would be right, relax. So relax is not something you can really see. You can look at someone relaxing and assume they're relaxing, but you don't really know. It's something that is really happening. It's in her internal experience. Okay, and what's important to you about relaxing?
I could be more present to my life and with people.
Okay, so present. Now she also leaned on the word people. So that's an indication that there's something there that's important to her, but I want to keep more on track with what we're talking about. So if you were more present, especially with people, what would that do for you?
I would feel like I'm making good use of however much time I have left.
Okay. So she didn't really go up the logical levels, she kind of went sideways. And she used the word time, she leaned on that. So when you think about the time you have left and what you want to do with that time, what's important about that? Or maybe I'll ask, I was going to say, what's important about making the most of that time? I think that's kind of where you're going.
Well, again, I'm going negative. I don't want to feel like I wasted it.
Okay. So if you weren't wasting it, what would you be doing?
And drinking deep of the cup of life. I know I'm kind of circulating.
That's okay. No, we got out of the rut. And you kind of went into that rut, and we came out of it. And she used a metaphor, which is nice. If I was doing something else, or I would keep that in mind when I'm working with her. She used a metaphor, an interesting metaphor. That could come in handy later, but not necessarily for what we're doing right now. So, tell me a little bit about what that means to you, drinking from the cup of life. Maybe a little more like criteria. What would that, or what do you see here or feel yourself doing when you're drinking from the cup of life?
Being in flow.
Being in flow. Okay, so flow. And when you're in flow, what does that allow you to be, do, or have?
Fully present and alive using all my capacities. I feel vibrant.
So vibrant and alive. came up again. So I'm going to kind of put these together. She's given me a few now. And so when you're able to relax and feel very present and flow, and you really feel alive, and you put all that together, and you're experiencing that, what does then that allow you to experience?
Joy.
Okay. Very right, joy. Now, she might be at the tippy top here. She might be at the height of this. But I'm gonna check in. Okay. What's important about joy?
I don't know any better than
Okay. So one of the ways that you know that you kind of getting the highest value is she either can't tell you more about it, or she starts going back down the logical level. She starts going back to some of the things that she said before. I don't know if you can see from here, but her skin tone's a lot redder.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's getting in touch with these things that she values quite a bit, and I would have a sense that right now you feel like you're kind of having a meaningful conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And you know, if I really wanted to sell you something, I would talk about this joy and how alive you're gonna feel and how present you're gonna feel when you buy this widget, right? Or when you buy all the workshops that we're doing for the rest of the year. Okay, so this can be used, I mean, I think the first time I learned this was really in a sales context. So you elicit values and then you package whatever it is you're selling with the values. It's also very good, so I know you, so rapport is kind of implied at this point. But you might be feeling a little more rapport now that I'm listening to your values and I'm understanding what you're telling me that's very important to you. So this is really good for rapport. Also, your sensory acuity skills, if you were watching how she slowed down a lot, she took deeper breaths, her skin tone started to shift kind of red. So now I know what's really, really important to her. And pretty much all of these can be transformed into qualities. These are her values, but these are all qualities as well. So for being present, or do you feel like you're a very present person?
Sometimes.
Okay, so I just identified an ambiguous quality. Sometimes she's present, not all the time?
No.
Okay. When it comes to flow, would you say that you are one of those people that just can flow anytime you want?
No. I would love to have more of that.
Okay. And do you really have that sense that you're alive most of the time?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, and how joyful are you?
Fairly, but I could certainly use more.
Okay. So these are all qualities, and we're going to get to how to transform an ambiguous quality into a certain quality. Let me ask you though, if you could have all these as qualities of who you are and they were certain, how would that feel? Would you like to live a life like that?
Oh yeah.
Would you like to have a self-concept like that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You can have all this.
Cool.
Yeah. So what I'll ask you later to do is pick one. So, but before we do that, we're also going to model a certain quality that we have. And so this is just a sense I have about you. Are you an intelligent person? Mm-hmm. She answered very differently on that one than the other two. Not the other two, the other ones. So that's, again, congruence. I didn't see a hesitation. She's like, yeah, I'm intelligent. I know that. It's a certain quality. And even when you do dumb things, you're still intelligent, right? And even if I told you, you can't even take it serious. Okay. So that would be an example of a certain quality. Now, your highest values are uncertain qualities within you. And that's the thing. If you can turn all of these into certain qualities that you embody all the time, even when you experience a counterexample to it, I would imagine that would probably be why you're here.